Hello everyone and welcome to another ship tour, and this time we are on the Carnival Horizon and we're going to start on deck 15, which is the Serenity Deck. It's at the very front of the ship and this is for adults only. This is the lounge area, the layout area for all adults. Yeah, this deck is at the front of the ship, has plenty of seating for anybody. All of them are padded. Double chairs, bed chairs, I don't know what you call them, the nice round chairs with the little half moon. Hot tubs on either side. Really nice little area, again for adults only. What's great about the Serenity Deck as well is all of these views that you get at the front of the ship. All of these chairs point out to the ocean. They have this salad bar as well as this regular drink bar, which unfortunately was closed because we were at port at the time, but it was always open during the sea days. So a really convenient way to get you a drink if you're out there on the Serenity Deck. And as you can see here, this wraps completely around the front of the deck. Views on both sides and in the front. Every single chair's got padded seats. Just an awesome little area for adults only. And right now we are in Cozumel, where there are 5 other ships at port as well. So it's a little busy in Cozumel, Mexico. And while we're on deck 15, I can take you straight over here to the water slides, which is part of the Dr. Seuss water park. You have to go up these stairs right here to get to the top of the water slides, and there are 2 water slides on the ship. And those water slides will take you all the way down to the main little Dr. Seuss play area, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Just a really cool little area for kids. And that is all on deck 15. Okay guys, we are now on deck 12. I'm going to go ahead and show you this first because we got to go all the way to the aft of the ship to see deck 14, but this is the Cloud9 Spa. I wasn't able to get into these little areas, but they do have thermal suites, they have saunas, hot tub in there as well, massage tables, acupuncture. You can get haircuts, manicures, pedicures, grooming for men, just all kinds of stuff. Now, one thing that I can show you is the fitness center. Right there, we do have some Peloton bikes. It's a lot easier to get through this fitness center than other Carnival ships I've been on because sometimes you got to go through the bathroom to get to the fitness center. Fortunately, we didn't have to on this one. Okay, so this is not a very big fitness center, but it does have elliptical machines, it has bikes, treadmills, has a little area for aerobics. You can see the ball and stuff. Don't know what these machines are, but they have them. Then as we come over to this side of the fitness center, they have free weights, workout machines. Not too familiar with what these things are, but for those of you who do know what these are, here they are. And again, it's not a very big fitness center, but it has everything you need. It's a very clean area. They keep it well maintained. And that is your fitness room in the Cloud9 Spa. And since we're on this side of the ship, I'm going to go ahead and show you the Dr. Seuss Waterworks area. Great little place for the kiddos to play. Ah, the Grinch! And all of this is on deck 12, right by the Cloud9 Spa area. Now, we're going to walk down this deck 12 area where all these chairs are. This is where you can see the Lido deck right here. See the pool, all the chairs. We'll get down there in a little bit. But as you can see from up here, the pool's not in the middle. All the chairs are kind of behind the pool area. Normally you'll see the pool in the middle and the deck chairs all around it. And yeah, it's a little bit different. And this pool is not as big as you normally see on cruise ships, but that's okay because they have another pool on the aft of the deck that I will show you later. But continuing on down deck 12, towards the aft of the ship, you will find the sports deck area. Really great area. Right here is the running track, foosball table right there. And as we continue to walk down the track area, you will start to see the mini golf area right here. Really great place for it because there's not as much wind right there in the middle, so your balls don't get lost when you're playing. And what's great about this area is you see these other little games and tables and places for people to sit, play other types of games like tic-tac-toe, all kinds of stuff in this little area. Really cool. And as you look right above me right here, you will find the obstacle course that goes completely around the mini golf area. Now, as we move down deck 12, this is going to be a choppy video because I have to keep going back and forth between 15 and 12 on either side of the ship just because of how choppy it is. And that being said, right here is where you will find the basketball court. Now, what's great about this area is it's just not a basketball court. You can play soccer. They pull out the pickleball nets, and there's certain times you can play pickleball. They have tournaments, 3-point tournaments, all kinds of stuff that they do just on that basketball court. And as we reach the aft of the ship on deck 12, you will find these outside exercise machines. I have no clue what these are, but there they are. And obviously this is the other side of the basketball court. And as we look at the other side of the mini golf area, they've got pool tables on this side. They have more games on the floor, more chairs. Just a great place for kids, teenagers, and even us old folks who enjoy this stuff as well. And let's go up to deck 14 right here where we can find some more stuff. And as I get up here, I notice they have even more holes for the golf course, so that's cool. I didn't know that. Over here, we've got some chess, another hole for the mini golf course, as well as the entrance to the obstacle course. But I came up here to show you this. This is the sky ride. And if you notice these rails that go all the way around the aft of the ship, they come back around and meet up to this little part right here, which is these bicycle pedal looking things. I don't even know what they call them. But they got a red one and a blue one, and you pedal them around those tracks. Really cool little ride that they have. So that completes the deck 12 and deck 14 sports area on the aft of the ship. Really cool area. I still can't believe that they have mini golf downstairs and upstairs. They have 3 holes up here. There they are. And then if you look down, there's where the first 6 are. So it's a total of a 9-hole course. Just a really cool little area. And right after I tell you that it completes deck 12 and 14, it does not, because they also have the clubhouse, which is the indoor part of this little area. And this is where you will find more foosball tables as well as these ping pong tables. They have 2 of them in there. They've also got this little soccer pool game. Really cool little area. I love that they have the ping pong tables indoors because, again, you don't have to worry about any wind blowing the balls around. All right, we are now on deck 11 and still outside. This is where you will find Camp Ocean, the outside part of Camp Ocean. This is where the kids can play outdoors, the little play area right here. And unfortunately, I cannot take you inside of Camp Ocean right now. If I can later, I will take you. But having said that, can you beat this view right here? Look at this view. Continuing down deck 11 on the aft of the ship, this is a little seating area. This main seating area is really for what's down below deck 11, and that's deck 10. And on deck 10, you have the aft pool area, which also has a couple of hot tubs. And we're going to turn around and walk right in these doors because this is the first of our 2 paid restaurants. And those 2 paid restaurants are Gigi's on this side, and on the other side you have Cucina del Capitano. Now, we have already eaten at both of these places. We ate at Gigi's the other night. Very good food, as well as Cucina del Capitano, which is where I'm taking you right now. Small little restaurant, but a very good restaurant to eat. I had the chicken parmesan. They had great bread. Appetizers are great. Really enjoyed this restaurant. And as I turn around, we are now entering Gigi's Asian Kitchen. It is a great place to eat. I did not think I would like it, but I did. Their lunch is free. Dinner time, it's only $18 per person. They give you a ton of food. Not a big Asian eater, but man, was it good. Really do recommend this place. One of the better places I've eaten on a Carnival ship. Big surprise. And that is everything on Deck 11. And now we are on Deck 10, and there is a lot to cover on Deck 10 because this is the Lido deck. And we're going to start on the aft of the ship where I just showed you on Deck 11. This is Deck 10, Tides Bar, and this is where you will find the aft pool. Really a good size pool for the aft of the ship. Has 2 hot tubs, places to lay out down here, and if you run out of chairs down on Deck 10, you can always go up to Deck 11 where they have more seating area. And right next to the pool on Deck 10 is Pizzeria del Capitano, which is the pizza place. Open pretty much 24 hours a day. I think they close for a couple hours, but you can get pizza by the slice. You can get a whole pizza, really good pizza, and it's free, so you can't beat that. And as we follow this gentleman to the other side, you will find the Seafood Shack. This is a pay. They have the prices listed on the board on the back of the wall. They do not pre-cook any of the food, so as soon as you order it, they throw it in there and start cooking it. They'll give you a number. You do have to wait a few minutes, but it's worth it because everything's fresh. And here is their menu with the prices right here. I will tell you that I did order some fries yesterday. They only cost $5, and they gave me enough fries to feed about 4 or 5 people. And now we are entering the Marketplace Buffet, and that's where you get the buffet. They do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the buffet. And inside Marketplace Buffet, they also have the deli where you can get sandwiches, hot, fresh sandwiches. Here's your menu right here for those. And this, as well as the buffet, is also free. They also have a desserts bar. And in this area right here is where you get your drinks. This is all free as well. You can get lemonade, tea, waters, coffee. Right here is where you get tea bags. They have different types of tea bags, sugars, cane sugar, sweet and lows, as well as creamer and milk. And as we continue down the buffet, they have different sections that they open and close during certain times depending on how busy they are. Here's their salad bar area right here, as well as some cold cuts. And then usually in the middle in this area, this is where they serve all their hot foods. And again, they have different sections. Here's another drink section right here. They have them throughout the buffet area. Now, next to the Lido deck, on either side of the Marketplace Buffet, are the self-serve ice cream machines. You can get a cone or you can get a cup, and they have chocolate and vanilla. And as of right now, it is free and it is self-serve. And right over here, I love these things. It's the self-cleaning hand washers right here. Oh, there it goes. So see, now it just sprays my hand. This is hard to do holding the camera, by the way. And you just keep it in there and it'll eventually turn off. Ooh, that's getting warm. Pull my hand out, unwash, grab a towel, voila, clean hands. And now we are entering the Lido deck. And the first thing you will see right here to your right on the Lido deck is the Blue Iguana. And this is another free little restaurant. They serve your Mexican food, burritos, tacos, as well as bows where you can choose from steak, chicken, or shrimp. They got all kinds of toppings. Now they are open breakfast and lunch, but their hours are not very long. They're only open for like 2 or 3 hours, whether it's a sea day or a port day. It differs on the hours. And they do not open for dinner. And over here is their salsa bar where you can get all kinds of toppings, and then they have a drink station as well. And as we walk across the other side of the Lido deck is my favorite place to eat more than any place on any ship. And yes, you see it coming. You see the napkins. You know what this place is. It is Guy's Burger and Fries. The best hamburgers and fries I've ever eaten on any ship. Love this place. As a matter of fact, I love this place so much, I'm going to get me a hamburger and fries right now. Oh, and you know how the saying goes, when in Rome, get Guy's Burger and Fries, and don't forget the condiments.
A few moments later.
And now, 30 minutes later, after I've gotten my belly full with Guy's Burger and Fries, we finally get to see the Lido deck. Continuing down the Lido deck, you will find the Red Frog Rum Bar. Now right here is the towel station, and then right here where all the seats are is the Jumbotron for everybody to watch movies at night and sports during the day. Now as I'm going over here to show you the Blue Iguana tequila bar, I could not get over there. And the reason why is because we had a swarm of bees that they were trying to get rid of when I was recording this. Insane. I couldn't tell what kind of bugs they were, but they ended up being bees, and thousands of them. So I got the hell out of there. I was going to go over there to the Blue Iguana tequila bar, and there is like a swarm of bees, and they're taking vacuum cleaners to try to suck them up and get them out of here. So I'm assuming they just swarmed to the ship as soon as we docked. That's insane. I've never seen that before. Wow. That is all on deck 10. Deck 9, 8, and 7 has nothing but staterooms, so now it's time to go down to deck 6. So right now I'm on deck 7, but to get to these two places, which is Circle C and the warehouse, their arcade, you have to go down a half a flight of stairs. So technically it's on deck 6.5, not deck 6 or deck 7. But once you get down to this deck, you will find Circle C. I was unable to go in there because they are closed. We are at port, so they close a lot of these places. I apologize for that, but it's the best time I can record. And on the other side is the warehouse, which is their arcade. Now this is a cool little place. Plenty of big games that they have in there, all kinds of arcade games. They have games that you can play to win prizes like Xboxes and phones and iPads and all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool arcade. Here's more of these games where you can win prizes. You can even win some rubber ducks, hide them around the ship. But there's all the other prize games. You can win tickets as well and trade them in for prizes. And there's the giant panda. Okay, and now on deck 6 you will find the IMAX Theater and the Thrill Theater. Now you do have to pay for this, but I think it's like $6, very cheap. Candy, popcorn, cokes, just like regular movie theater. They show movies still out in the theater. It's got this cool little waiting area, and that is your multiplex IMAX Theater on deck 6. Now, before we move on, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One being the steps. What I like about the steps is each deck shows the number that you are on. So when you're running up and down the stairs, you know where you're at. Elevators are a different story. Now, the way these work is you push which floor you want to go on, and then it assigns you an elevator. Problem with this is you have to push a button for every person that you want on the elevator. So if you've got 5 people, you got to push the button 5 times of that floor. And what happens, especially during the busy time, everybody just jumps on the elevators. They didn't push any buttons, and then there's not enough room for the people who did push the buttons. It's just a mess. Now we're at deck 5. Front of the ship, first thing is the Liquid Lounge, which is the main theater. So this theater is on deck 5 and deck 4. Deck 4 is the main entrance. That's the bottom level, and I will show you that once we get to deck 4. So one thing about deck 5 is it does have an outdoor area. It's a deck 5 deck area, but some of it is private. and some of it is public. And the private area is the Havana area where they have their suites, they have their own pool, and I will show you that in a little bit. Now this area right here on deck 5 is the main atrium, and the main atrium has deck 5, 4, and 3. One of the cool features in the main atrium is this spout, this little LED lit up spout that has pictures and different lighting and stuff. It goes all the way down to the main bar area in the atrium. And this is where you will find all your shops on decks 5, 4, and 3 in the main atrium. And now let's go check out the shops. The first shop over here is a jewelry shop, and this is towards the front of the ship. So here's your jewelry shops, and all of them were closed at the time because we were at port, but these are open when we are at sea. And right next to the jewelry shop is the watch shop, and you can get all kinds of different types of watches, including Rolexes. They sell pre-used or pre-owned Rolexes here. And moving on down, right next to the watch shop is your other jewelry store, which is Effie. And this jewelry shop right here has more of your high-end jewelry, diamonds, gold, that kind of stuff. And on the other side is my favorite place to shop on the ship, and that is Cherry on Top, which is the candy shop. Tons of selections in there, all kinds of good candy. I love me some candy. And right next to the Cherry on Top is the Hip Fish cosmetic area where you get your makeup, hair products, nails, perfumes, a little bit of jewelry, all kinds of stuff in that little shop. And then right next to that you have your Hip Fish accessories. They got clothes, they got carnival gear, ships, purses, pretty much the place where you want to find carnival gear. That's where you'll find it, right there in the Hip Fish accessory area. And again, all of these places will open once the ship leaves the port. They always close while we are at port. And that is all of the shops on deck 5. There's some more purses, glasses. They got all kinds of stuff in that little Hip Fish accessory area. Now moving on down deck 5, this is the upper promenade area that leads towards the back of the ship. And one of the first things you'll see as you walk down this hall is the library. Really nice library, has games, books, nice quiet place to do things. And on the other side of the library is the piano bar, and it is called Piano Bar 88. And the next paid restaurant that they have is on deck 5, and it is 555 Fahrenheit Steakhouse, which is your steakhouse. And we will be here tonight on Thanksgiving. I believe we paid $48 per person, so it is pretty expensive. Now this is cool. In the same area as that steakhouse, there's also this little area where you can look down on deck 4 and see the casino. It's got that same little picture spout thing that you see in the atrium. Really cool little area. Okay, so on the other side of the steakhouse, you will find Bonsai Sushi Teppanyaki, which is a restaurant, and it is a pay as well. It's got a sushi bar, it's got a hibachi grill right here. This is their teppanyaki section. They have 2 hibachi grills, and then they have their little sushi area right here, and then they have just their regular seating areas right here. And it also, what's really great about this little Bonsai Teppanyaki place, it has outdoor seating area as well where you can get cocktails and just chill and lounge. And I'll show you that once we get through deck 5 inside stuff. All right, so moving down the promenade, this is what they consider the promenade. This is where you'll find pixels, where you can get all of your pictures and stuff like that. And right next to Pixels is another paid restaurant, and that is Guy's Pig and Anchor, which is the barbecue joint. Now, even though this is a pay, they do give you a menu, and each thing's individually priced. They have all kinds of different barbecue, pork, spare ribs, brisket. Yeah, I believe I was here on night 1. I went and got me some brisket, fries, corn, all kinds of stuff. I think it cost me $18, and that was with a soda, which I had to pay for as well. Another great thing about this place is during lunchtime, they have free lunch, which they serve right outside here from like 12 to 3 every day. And then right here is where they do their live entertainment at night, and they make their own beer as well, and this is their little brewery area. Moving on down deck 5 is Dream Studio, where you can get professional pictures taken. And right next to that is Java Blue Cafe. Now this place you cannot get any kind of free coffees or teas like you would on the Mardi Gras. This is all pay. You can get specialty coffees, beer, drinks, donuts. They've got all kinds of pastries and stuff right here, but it is all pay. And right here is Ocean Plaza. They're doing trivia right now, and this is where they usually do all of their trivia and games. And then they have a little bar area right here. Now this is the Havana Bar area. This is where you have all the Havana rooms. They even have their own private bar area and pool area in the back. And normally they won't let you come back here because it is for Havana rooms only. And let's go see if we can get back here. Yes, this is their bar area. They have their own live bands here at night. Very big venue, nice little place. And then as we walk on, this leads back to their private deck and pool area. Oh yeah, this is a really nice little area. Again, own pool, little spa, own bars. Nice little place for the Havana people. So yeah, there's your little Havana bar area and pool area. And they did let me go back there and film it. It wasn't supposed to be back there, but they let me do it anyway. So thank you for that. Alright guys, and that is everything on the inside of Deck 5. So now let's go outside and check out all of the outdoor area. So yeah, this is the outdoor area. Plenty of seating on this side. It goes all the way back to that little place in the very back. That's the Havana area. You cannot go back that far. They have a gate that keeps you from going in there. But yeah, this whole side is nothing but different seats. Has some bars, lines all the way down the ship. And now we're headed towards the front of the ship. And same thing, plenty of seating areas. This is where the Bonsai Teppanyaki area is. Have seating there as well. I love this little extra area right here. It's a little bowed out area with 2 nice seats right there. Great views of the ocean, and you can see the ships. Really cool little area. And as we continue down towards the front of the ship, just more seating areas as we go down. It's like never ending. And this area right here is the smoking area, so everybody who does smoke has their own place. Now from this point on is for crew only, so they actually have their own places to hang out on the ship as well, and you cannot go past this area because it is for them. And they have all kinds of cool places that they can go to on the ship. And that is everything I can show you on Deck 5. So let's head on down to Deck 4. And beginning on Deck 4 is the front of the ship, and it is the Liquid Lounge. And this is the main floor. And unfortunately, they're closed right now for rehearsal, and I will try to put some B-roll footage to let you see the theater. So the first shop you will see on Deck 4 is the purse shop. This is where they sell high-end used purses. They have all kinds. Don't even ask me what the names of them are. I think Louis Vuitton is one of them, maybe Gucci, some other stuff like that. And on the other side of deck 4, there is another shop. It's like an apparel shop. They sell swim gear, hats, sunglasses, backpacks, all kinds of stuff down there, mainly for swimming though. And then right here is your portside tobacco and liquor shop where you can get tobacco and liquor. Now, when you purchase liquor at this store, you're not allowed to take it right then and there. They will give it to you on the last day of your trip, but cigarettes you can take immediately. And then right next to that is another watch store. And usually on sea days, they will bring all this stuff out and have a big sale with all the watches, jewelry, stuff like that. And now it is time to go to the one place that I hang out more than any place, and that is the Horizon Casino. Now, the casino does have a smoking and non-smoking side, but you have to be gambling in order for them to allow you to smoke. Now, I don't know how much they regulate that, but it is one of the rules when we go in there to gamble. Right here is the cashier desk, and this is very hard to find because it's backed up in this little corner. And so far I've gotten myself turned around several times while being in this casino. It's very easy to get turned around in this place. Yeah, when we got on this ship, it didn't seem to be as big as I remembered it the first time we were on here, but you know, it's pretty decent size. There's the gaming tables on one side, that's the smoking side, and then the other side's basically all slot machines. Now, they do have newer and updated slot machines, and so far I am enjoying this casino. One thing that they do not have in here is a bar. That surprised me. But what they do have is plenty of waiters and waitresses, and they're very good at making sure that you get a drink if you want one. And I've been in here so many times that they know who I am and they know exactly what I want to drink. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I liked it because I'd always get a drink when I wanted it. Now, for all you gamblers, one thing that this does not have is cash out tickets. You can put cash in to play a game, but if you cash out, it goes straight to your SeaPass card. You do not get cash back, you do not get a ticket back. But what you can do is take your SeaPass card to the cashier or to a kiosk, and if you want your cash back, you put it in there and they'll give it back to you. And if you don't have any cash and you want to gamble, all you got to do is put your SeaPass card in, you can charge it to your room. Makes it really convenient. Now, another cool thing that they have on the ship is sports betting. This is the first time I've been on a cruise where I can actually go over here and bet on sports. They have a sports bar down the hall, and you can go over here to these kiosks. You can bet on any games you want. They've got the lines on the TVs in the sports bar. Really cool little addition for us gamblers. Okay, and as we mosey on down the deck 4 promenade, we come across our first little area, and that is the Skybox Lounge right here, which is the sports bar. Now, this is a very small sports bar, but they do have a Texas Hold'em gaming table right there where people can play Texas Hold'em. They also have the lines on sports betting on these TVs right there. And if you want to bet sports, you look at the lines over here, then you can go back over there and place a bet. Really cool. All right, continuing down the promenade deck is the art gallery. Little bitty gallery, but they do have their paintings lined up down the hall. You can see the paintings on the walls going all the way down towards our next venue, and that is the Limelight Lounge, which is where they also hold the art auction. Now, the Limelight Lounge is the comedy place. You can watch adult and all ages comedy here. They had 4 comedians on this cruise. They had 2 the first couple of days, and they're going to have 2 more the last couple of days. And so far, we've been to both comedians. Very funny. We went to the adult shows. And towards the end of deck 4 is the conference room and our first main dining room restaurant, and that is the Meridian Restaurant, which is on deck 4 as well as deck 3, and that is your main dining room area. Very big place, very nice place. This is where you get your free food, your free dinners. They also serve lunch. And this right here is the deck 3 area of the same restaurant. There is no access to get from deck 3 from one side of the ship to the other, so you have to go up to deck 4 to get to the other side of the ship. Now, one thing I forgot to show you on deck 4, because it's kind of hidden, is Club 02. And this is for your teenagers, 15 to 17 years old. And this is their little venue, little cool plates to hang out. Let me see if I can get in here. Oh, I can, and here we are. Cool seating area. Definitely a teenager hangout area, that's for sure. Foosball table, nice little kids bar. Looks like they have games in here. And when this place opens up, the fun crew of Carnival will have all kinds of activities and stuff for them to do in this venue. Really cool little place for them. Yeah, and this is your Club 02 area. And that is everything on deck 4, so now let's go head down to deck 3. And hope I don't fall down these stairs. And finally on deck 3, we're going to start heading towards the very back, and this is where you will find Carnival Adventures. That's where you get all of your excursions on and off the ship. They also have a little place where you can get on the internet down here. Now, this is the main deck atrium. You see the atrium bar right there, and they also have guest services on the other side where you can get all of your billing taken care of or any other issues that you've had on this cruise. Now, this is also where you embark and debark when you get on and off the ship. And the last place that I'm going to take you on this ship is Reflections Restaurant. And this is the other main dining room. This is where we eat. And this is only one floor, and it's kind of hidden. It's only accessible on one side of the ship. You have to go through deck 4 to get to the front of the ship, and then you can get to this restaurant. Oh, and there's our table right there. This is where we eat every night at the MDR when we do eat in here. Pretty good food, depending on what they're serving that night. But yeah, for the most part, pretty good food. And here's a quick shot of their elevators. Not very big. That ends our tour of the Carnival Horizon. And here we are, back in the room. And that is it, guys. That is the Carnival Horizon ship tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm exhausted. It took me 2.5 hours to do the ship tour. I appreciate everybody who has watched. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like button, share button, also notification bell. That way every time I leave a new video out, like a ship review or a ship tour that I just did, you guys will be the first to know about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Heath saying peace and love, and I will see you on my next ship tour. Bye.